Finding a great training area is a challenge because you want to be able to get runs, bikes, swims, and be able to improve on your training and train better than you do at home. Because at home you have a lot of the tools, but every once in a while I know you need to change the scenery. And when I do a training camp, it's one of those where I want to have it be perfect. Not only do I love the sport, not only is it my job, but it's something that I see the beauty in it. And I see the beauty of everybody's here to make themselves better. It's about making myself better every day and making myself better than yesterday.
I've been looking forward to this since he put the dates on the calendar last year. You can't train like this at home, or I can't train like this at home.
I told my wife, hey, I'm going to this trip. Called my coach, is like, hey dude, Training Peaks is whack compared to what's fixing to happen on this thing. I've never done this kind of volume.
You know, this is awesome. Like, everything's organized. I wake up, and so before this trip we had eternally like what we do day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4.
When I invite people, I look for somebody who's good or who's very motivated and is doing incredible things, but they need just a little bit more, whether it be, to train, to be around people that it's going to help push them maybe a little harder than they're used to, or that they're training, they're making improvements, but they kind of need somebody or something that to help validate it.
Every camp I've been at, the spectrum of people who have been invited to come has run from really very much people who are beginners to professionals.
They're not here to drop you. They're people wants to work together, but they don't want you to noodle. They want you to work for it. The group is very understanding to what everybody's needs are, and I think the communication is awesome.
I feel that we're all on the same level here. We're holding our lines. There's no issues. If someone's going too close to the wheel or too far back, we might just say, hey, just give them little tips and advice, and they learn, and they don't repeat that again.
It's 4 or 5 solid days of training that I can't get at home.
This year's camp's a little bit different, adding on a lot of running. So there's definitely some dimension to it. I think it's for me it's better because it makes me work harder and makes me focus more, because I have to stick with guys like Andrew and Chris and Robin, and they definitely know what they're doing.
So I've been an athlete most of my life, and what these training camps have brought for me has been a return to that structure and that simplicity I had when I was an athlete. As you get older and you feel your abilities begin to decline, to be able to ride with guys who are professionals and stay in the group and ride with that reminds you and gives you the confidence.
Because you ride in a group like that, and all of a sudden you go to local races and you look around, it's like, that's small potatoes.
I've really developed a love for not just, starting in one spot, ride out and ride back, or do a loop or anything. I've developed a love for, we start here at the beginning of the day, and you finish 100 miles down the road at the end of the day.
I can't train like this at home. Everyone here pushes you. The motivation, the excitement around the training is great. It's also a relaxed and social atmosphere, so it just makes it a little bit more fun.
Nobody's there to beat anybody else. Everybody's there to do the best that they can, and at least at the elite level, I know that we all know that whoever has the best day and the least things that go sideways is going to win the race.
First time I was here, every day I didn't know if I could finish. So it definitely helps doing this over and over. Endurance and strength compared to last year, the improvement is huge for me. I could see in the numbers. You know that there's more to you. Your limits are higher. You could push yourself even harder.
And also, some people need the freedom. So many people, they have great jobs. They're passionate about sport, but they don't have the time in a normal week, month, or year to say, hey, I'm gonna take time to myself 4 days, and I'm just gonna go out and ride my bike all day.
I work part-time at home, so I don't have the ability to be able to train for 6 hours a day. So it's just fun to be able to come down and just focus on training.
And that's something that in my life, which is so complex now, because there's kids, there's a wife, there's the house, there's the dogs, there's all those other things I need to do and all those other things I need to take care of, that, you know, those 1 or 2 hour rides that I get on my own are just a little bit, and that's just enough I need to take care of what I need.
It's all scheduled, so I definitely feel professional. You know, this makes me feel good. We have a plan. You know, you go to sleep, you know exactly what you're going to be doing the next day.
We've had the opportunity the last few days to ride miles on end. You pretty much get on the road and the GPS file that says next turn 105 miles. And between there's no stop signs, there's nothing. It's 105 miles of training. You can do any set. Everybody kind of does whatever type of training they need for the day, they can get it in. And it's not interrupted by traffic, or it's not interrupted by stop signs, turns, looking at directions, or anything.
So this is a great opportunity to get base season. You can get the base miles in, and this is perfect with triathletes because they're focusing on Ironman, half Ironman, so they're getting those big training blocks, which for cycling, especially when you're in the Midwest, it's hard to find those Cat 1 cyclists or who wants to get those high mileage. So it's a great opportunity to get this done here at this camp.
You know, hey, this training camp and being with these elite athletes and Robin, and you know, being with the Cat 1 cyclists and watching how they're riding, it just blows your mind on the type of athletes that you're with at this type of training camp.
Well, this was a great opportunity that Andrew invited me to this training camp, and I said, wow, this is perfect. This is part of the equation for success for my season.
That last piece of the puzzle is I have great biking at home, but I come here to find excellent.
And so it's a really interesting part for me to have that, and that's why I'll always do these until I can't anymore. It's just a great experience, super people, and a great environment.